Follow developments with your first warning forecast as heavy downpours continue across the state.
Now let's get right to our first warning. Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson with the latest.
You know, we've had more rain in Jefferson County today than we had the entirety of November and December, and we still have some to add to this, but now tonight here after 10:20 in the evening, the threat of the heaviest rain looks like it is beginning to shift south of Interstate 20 and south of 459, Shelby County, Chilton, Bibb, Perry, Dallas, Autauga, Coosa, Talladega, Clay County, even parts of Calhoun and southern St. Clair County. That's where I think the heaviest rain will end up between now and tomorrow morning. And it is pouring right now in Clanton in Chilton County. Very heavy rain coming down here, especially on the south side of Clanton down toward Peach Park and then headed over toward Cooper and Verbena along U.S. Highway 31. Got a few strikes of lightning within this heavier band in Perry County and Dallas County. A few strikes also on the north side of Demopolis up toward Forkland and Greene County. Those are tracking northeast, and look where they're headed. Bibb, Shelby, Talladega, Clay. And then you've got the heavier rain around Selma that's moving up toward Clanton and Rockford. So quite a bit of wet weather still to come across north and central Alabama, but the heaviest probably going to end up being a little bit to the south of Interstate 20 for the rest of the night. There is a tornado watch to the southwest. You saw those heavier storms here around Jackson and Hattiesburg and Meridian. There have not been many reports of significant severe weather within this. There's a limited chance that a few counties could get added in West Alabama. As of this moment, I doubt any central Alabama counties will be added, but we do have the flood watch that's in effect through the day Saturday because the rain doesn't stop until maybe the early part of the afternoon. It may slack off some, but I don't think we're completely done with it until at least early afternoon. There is a moderate risk of flooding. Now, I know this looks a lot like that Storm Prediction Center outlook, but this is from the WPC, the Weather Prediction Center. Their primary focus is looking at rain and the impacts of heavy rainfall like this on days like today. Sumter, Greene, Hale, Perry, Bibb, Shelby, Chilton, some of those same places that we've been talking about. That's where we're lining up to have the heavy rain tonight, and it's basically near that black line right there and south. The potential of any severe weather through about 4 o'clock in the morning southwest of Utah, from about 2 a.m. at the earliest to about 6 a.m. through Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb counties, and then from about 3 a.m. at the earliest to about 10 a.m. over East Alabama. Severe weather's unlikely north of Birmingham tonight through Saturday morning, but there will be one last batch of storms that comes in. And anytime you have storms, there's always at least a small chance that one could have some strong winds with it. So we'll be watching that. Look at this line just gets stuck right over central Alabama through 1:30 in the morning. We get a little bit of a break and then more storms develop. Here's a clue about forecast models like this, especially this one. It likes to make those storms look a lot worse than they really are, just simply because of its nature. But as we see this slowly move down toward the south, I don't think most of those are going to be truly severe by nature, which is a good thing. We will have some scattered storms around during the day. They move out pretty quickly. Sunday looks colder. Monday and Tuesday are cold in the morning, but mild in the afternoons. And then next week, maybe a few showers or even some snow flurries by Thursday. Let's check in with meteorologist Jordan West. How are things down there in Homewood?
We still have a lot of water on the roadway. We're currently in the intersection of Rosedale Drive and Richard Arrington, and I'm standing in about a half foot of water, and as you can see, there's about a foot of water out in the middle of the intersection there. A lot of rain over the past several hours. We started seeing rain earlier this morning, and it's starting to rain a little bit more now. We're going to see more of that overnight, but when the street drains start to clog up from debris like pine straw and leaves over there, you can see the city officials trying to work that out. They have this pump here that's going to kind of pump all the water from out towards the drain, and it goes all the way up this hose, this blue hose here, and they have it funneling across the street on the other side of Rosedale Drive there onto the other side of the intersection, and that way it can go all the way over to that drain over there by the gas station, and that's going to allow this street here to stop flooding. But at least for now, the roadways here are closed on Rosedale Drive headed towards Richard Arrington, so you're not going to be able to go this way, but if you go around the gas station, you should be able to get to Richard Arrington just fine if you're headed downtown for anything. But I'm live here in Homewood, meteorologist Jordan West, WVTM 13.